after we this down tonight. So, so after we saw it tonight, so I just says happened, what's going on with Blonde Breaker. So, so if you want to buy something, you get, so to get you copy today, you get WWE merchandise t-shirts. So I got full t-shirt, and also Scott. It'll be on my YouTube website store. I want to get my messages out. I'll put it on merchandise. It's coming soon on my YouTube. It's coming very soon. I haven't heard any updates on if we want free merchandise. We can get a free hats. So to get one enough applications below on my screen, below right here on my screen below. So let's get a breakdown. I guess that's what happened tonight of Raw. So Monday Night Raw was okay because it was a really great title show. I just watched on live television. I just watched. So so I'm going with 8 without a 7. It was really good. So let me know about your thoughts on this in the comments below. So let's go right down live. It's right here. So I did the first off. It was Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker, it takes over Raw tonight. And he said, and it wasn't last time in full absence and Braun Breaker lost the Royal Rumble on January 34th. So this was about 2 days after bring the sneak attack, and it was limited in the Royal Rumble match. So I wasn't in Braun Breaker, the single set ringside area. He wasn't fighting anyone in his path. He was waiting to the forces to bring to call him down. So wasn't made yes, demands with slight eases to Raw. Yes, demands Adam Pearce. And Paul Heyman blamed Adam Pearce to risk cause Von Ziggler to call out. So I guess Mansell again. In Pearce, Adam Pearce appeared and told Von Ziggler he will allow him to keep his job. So yes, it was deposit. He was prepared to pull has a performance, right? And it ends up Royal Rumble in every night a sneak attack to Logan Paul and Austin very he grabbed a seal, he picked up, he just made Von Ziggler asked Paul Heyman and said, what? So he said, what are we doing in this beef? Okay, Leslie has said and this title assessment has closed. And this was quick premises this title assessment and yet has wrapping up inside of 5 minutes. Everything in it punting said the person in and the city had posted a response vehicle. Was it in Gossip Pills in every night, who is so far from facing exciting revenge from the forces. And this could have been better has survived. It just in the middle of the entire show, and yet with one of the he was through one with the through number 2 and at Royal Rumble. The Wednesday kicking off the entire show since those also just all competitors so the Pop Wrestling world is buzzing about is the wake of Saturday's show. So I got this clip and this highlight of tonight's Raw that just has happened. Well, the Braun Breaker is furious after what happened at the Royal Rumble. So you say, hey Gronk, and what is his name? So he said, oh my, it's right, and Braun about to whack anyone tonight. So I wasn't love this and just kind of how it should be crashed out to Braun Breaker. So the Braun Breaker looks really upset today. So yes, it was interesting on this show. Also was on this television, just highlights. So I we are starting off out tonight. And Braun is toying the biggest since a Tyler lost his toy. The student waiting for him to excited win something that matters. Who? I think this was the best thing in the entire WWE for a while, but they all crankly it up. Okay, so here's the next one. The next highlight. What was it he said? So Logan Paul did it. It's Logan Paul did it. No, it's not him. Or Snap. But who? Let's just say a masked man. So Adam Pearce comes out and told who's the masked man might be. Okay. Add wow, and this is awesome Raw tonight. So we need to see Braun with money sporting the hell out of people at backstage today. And Adam Pearce talking is tough to Braun Breaker. It was hilarious. It's Logan Paul who is the masked man, might be, I think. So I had to find this out, who's the masked man might be. Let me see. Paul, he man on the stage, and it is a problem, he said. And said the dog has lost he lost it. So it's not Logan Paul who is not a masked man. I know it's that a man might be. I just said the forces was a very cool fashions, and Logan Paul was truly a masked guy. No, that's not Logan Paul, a masked the masked guy. That's not him. I know who Skip Posse is, I think. And Adam Pearce is becoming one of my favorite CMs of all time. So it's Logan Paul who attacked Braun Breaker. For me, in my opinion, it's not Logan Paul attacked Braun Breaker. It's not, hopefully, Austin Theory. It might be something else, I think, who the masked man might be. So, yes, it could be Seth Rollins, but it's a long shot. And Seth Rollins is the only one last masked man, I think. So, let me look it up quick. I'm here to find the last several weeks. I know what if I told you the masked man is Austin Theory. No, it's not Austin Theory. I hope it might be Austin Theory. I already saw, I think, his attack to a man. So, I could be, it might be Finn Balor. This is only one attack to Braun Breaker. I know it's Finn Balor. He's only one. Because Seth Rollins has surgery before he's out. So, I don't know what's going on with this. So, continue on. Oh, let me go back to the highlights. Again, give me 1 minute. So, let me see. Hold on. Okay, here's the next one. Maybe we saw it tonight. I gave him a pop-up WrestleMania match. That's what he said. So, every night is gonna get them in any way as possible. I really think. So, what else he said? I think we can get a big surprise like Bad Bunny is a masked man, where he was create some great hype heading into WrestleMania before. And people come after me, and yes, and he was at the Grammys and awards, but someone could have filled it for that spot. Or could we have Zach Gable? So, let's continue on here. So here's a next match. We have Savon Evans. Here we go, one-on-one against I'm going to do a cameo. So also last time info asks Savon Evans and I'm going to cameo lost at Royal Rumble on Sunday 34th. So I wasn't noticing his solo in his ribs surgery to fall in with the word I won then. So also has to a performance in Saturday's Royal Rumble it was Savant Evans had to square off with a Elijah Camille with a rematch of the but the matchup in West ended when Savant Evans saw it easily. After it Elijah Camille target said Boston easily slamming his opponent into the ring post and Tommy said and just commenced to play. After a young star fought into the pain and back into the match, moving it coast to coast. It was a swinging kick to the head of the two. So Buffalo in A by O has attempt to interview, but the announcement of Elijah Camille has been interrupted after the title match. After imposing the stresses that allowed Savant Evans to enable the Oxy called up for the win. In the win of this match, Savant Evans. After the match itself did not losing lift up to sponsors with Savant Evans and McConnell and never really finding you and win between the chemistry and into the commensurate break the main match did not hope but for all of this energy. So I think this babyface in this performs with it like a totally just comeback too with it was in front of it. I just heard the parents from Chad Gable has national it Elijah Camille did not hope. It wasn't has an ankle response for that this character took away from Savant Evans and when that being said it was a pivotal mask versus mask in this match between the and Elijah Camille should be a ton of fun. So speaking of Gonto, Gonto's promo, he said, as it last time in full access Gonto has undefeated the Formula 1 AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble on January 34th. So, AJ Styles, the music played in Gonto entire area. He was walking to the man. He says, with title last Saturday night at Riyadh. I hit with the fans was running down on him. They causing up booze. He was going out in his turning attempts. I wasn't at Apollo cut, so we got the basket in. He was also giving me intervals. So after when he finally did start speaking directly, he was in the ring and took to the fight to the former world champion in real time a sweet shot and turned the tide into his favor and allowed him to put Dragon Lee to sleep but twice. So I guess that this hitting was all the assaults for Gunter, not even JNK Prescott and could have walked into 40 it was exhausted to AJ Styles. Was it in been has booed, has loud I was at Rally and possibly has a wing against Real Gunjo, and he is causing the best here in WWE today. So Dragon Lee has undefeated his former tag team partner to honor me. So it wasn't make sense instead of him up to and was squad off with a former more Sabian. So also a match or two, but Gojo in ways he can so of his value as a single star. Wasn't any height if I followed stressing exactly what the masked man needs to make so a leap to the next level. So Alba Fleming has debuted his making set of Royals. Also last check info as Alba Fleming lost at Royal Rumble on January 34th, and World Warriors lost to Los Mexicanos in the main event January 8th. It was a while arrogant of the World Warriors. It wasn't really their opponents for a tag team match. The former NXT Serbian overfaming Mystic played as a child limit and made roster, and Newcomer made his way to the ring. I just set a rule in Boston the former World Tag Team Serbians. He was leaving them very standing tall and a message said Larry and Cody Cleo. So he wasn't having overfilling 1, 2, and 2 big guys like Eric and Alvar was more impulsive, and yet having him into the small passes down, he looked like a Josh Force and the amateur badass, and fans can visit it root for his he street roles. So yes, competition. So Fusa is bright, was a big man. So speaking by the WWE Hall of Famers, the British Twins are back. So after last time in 4 versus 3 in a keeper lost the Royal Rumble in Royal Rumble on January 34th. After but one of the nominated big surprise in Saturday's Royal Rumble, Brie Butter showing her sister Nikki Butter played Butter Twins Avoiding. So I just saw Hall of Famers start to claim just an entire women's tag team services, and they saying they're all back and ready to target. So I say that a goal on my waist has another tag in the entire women's division. So I am the boss of a whole TV title assessment that could have been in this email that was linked to this. So the opponent was bad. And it was next to no anything from either in Brie or Nikki into the result of was a title assessment that felt extremely flat. Once it has deposited to the fans was cosmetic to see the Hall of Fame twins in the back and Gale. So here's the next match. So we have Penta. Here we go. 101 against Boston Lee. So was it last time in 4 answers Penta Boston Lee lost at Royal Rumble at Royal Rumble on January 34th. Added with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio in both due to his injury, and Penta went it alone as he big Boston Lee, who was aboard was accompanying just a squad circle by a set of forces. Into it Paul Heyman, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory. So Boston Lee has just residual has broken him also with his size and strength. So it wasn't difference he rolled out the mask and fan favorite into Penta his size and opening into of his opponent. And his offense was so little as Boston Lee cut him off and beat Compromise and was it dominance and Boston Lee delivered the single edge in your photo with it to Samami, but this was no referee to count to the pin and your brain knocked out. So was it to indicate was eye contact with the heel, so the big man grabbed a hold of a seal, but every night appealed and limit the BFT, he was escaped to the entire crowd. And Penta once at the max by a count out. So, and the winner on this match is Penta. Wasn't outside of improving his win lose record and just did nothing to help Penta. He wasn't a tracking dummy for Boston Lee trial and only won because of every night influence is a closing moment for a top guy who Paul Heyman got support up on WWE in will. His character is hit or miss on a similarly regular basis. Will every night has a constant threat if it was aside. It's fine we have nothing else, whether it ever leads to ending or a real instance for him, of what remains to be seen, but it has a quick hitting this baby face and who pops, so the entire crowd, it works. So, speaking by Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio has returned and they want him to celebrate whole. So, what's her last champion for as Dominic Mysterio in a London coming loss to Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio, aka the Taxes of Masters 2025. Well, after Liv Morgan wants a women's Royal Rumble on January 34th. The WWE Intercontinental Champion and NAA Mega Champion and Dominic Mysterio has returned for the fourth time since summoned in Italy back in of December and induced the winners of the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan imitating that she is not sure who she will sign at WrestleMania 42, but she is going to SmackDown on this Friday night to scoop out her options. Anya from UFC claimed it was WWE will be including a new women's world champion who raised her wrestling her to a warm-up match and told her to stay into the back. Anya for her match tonight, so there are no questions about who the real women's world champion is. So, in Dominic Mysterio welcome return and gives it the show it with the word executive boost. It was the main event he was already up one of the best emanates of the title show back in 2025, and once again there is no reason to believe and that has slight things. Liv Morgan has such comment of the mic time and comment that even when there is no real substance to what she is given to do, she elevates it, and this was no different. And she came across as completely and then we see Dolph McHale, a question in emanate and for point in surface is great stuff. So here's the next match. So we have Delphia Street Fight was a women's world title, Steve McHale against Raquel Rodriguez. Well, I didn't fault last time and fault absence of Steve McHale and this guy in Rhea Ripley on your feet the Summit Day on Raw, January 26th, and McHale lost at Royal Rumble at Royal Rumble on January 34th. I just hated this rivalry's also top prize into the talent wall women's division vote this last Saturday in a definite street fight. It was on Monday. I didn't win Raquel Rodriguez sons staring for kill and Big Sis struck force was during a power through a table with a power bomb into Compass control with a tiny and just commercial break. So also back from the timeout, it was for kill. He was running snug a steel seal and for kill, but the Serbian has done and then team off hold on her sinusoid really can just stick. So I wasn't even seems like you attempt to Raquel Rodriguez cut off when it was a censoring comeback on her frame and there was kiss. So Asanso had a just answer for it and it is into so born just Capel and it slammed on the stair seals. So was it in a little just competitive? There was kiss and one on the stair seal. So all the ring steps. So over the person set in and down so making set stress out. As it with both women expressing his months after pain and didn't feel to make them settle in and tell of so into with the morning grab a towel. And he grabbed a towel like this and he hit Skipper Kill and Skipper Kill hit on his headbutt to the Morgan of deposit or orders not to get involved just as that whole influence and back follow was it causing whole plans set a child max. Well, it took with Boston Perez was interfered and found herself was teleport through a table at the website and it could tie with a pop-up bomb into a table but for kill. And he finally ate panicking that was kind of sending her opponent to a different table so a crossbow splashed on the refrigerator and it went on his match, skimming for kill. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I had to do something else, I think. So I'll be right back. So you can use the comments. I'll be right back in a few minutes. So my dad, I just came back about 2 minutes ago. So, okay, continue on. So, where I'm at. Okay, that was a soul exhausted thumbs down and for kill and new deep music was a blended whole to complete oversight of what you want that to do. So Charlotte Math itself was really good. And this was a spot of O2 that did not go off the quadrant 2 to the current plans, but it was still very strong. Plus good maps in that put all supposedly that would kill will win the sign a light. Also says it with the summit day and here a significant a defining victory. And it really things between Morgan and McHale go from Hill and how Perez projects into it all regular mile away and telling us what the plans for the foremost wasn't mere child maps. It was looked like. So here's a photo of the main event. Is a pommel main event, pommel cut. So we have Roman Reigns pommel. He brings said. So it wasn't lasting info as Roman Reigns wants at 2026 at the Royal Rumble at Royal Rumble January 34th. So Roman Reigns hits a talent ring to address his Royal Rumble and got a bit nothing along with the way he recall and that he won his full gaming citizenship in the city and lost his last one insane place. After when he won, of course, Rumble deal, the fans did not sound nothing has come closely to him as they did on this night. He said, after from there he turned his attention to WrestleMania. In the recipient he served signs at the main event with CM Punk bring the cross sues. So after the awards have been assigned, Roman Reigns is a title ring to entertain into a big pop. Anthony Punk memory in the rest of Finn Balor only was a tape promo, and Roman Reigns took the sponsor into War 7 has claimed that Travis Steve was wrestling the two Marcus Stars and took shots at each O. I think with possible as it was Punk to it was reminded Roman Reigns that he but once will all WWE has champions for 434 days with Paul Heyman by his side. Just because you did it longer doesn't mean you did it better, he said. So, Roman Reigns has followed up claiming he let Punk back in WWE when it was like Triple H came to him about 2 years ago and still holds on to that his angle wasn't, and he felt after when he was made his life a living hell and they get on during a podcast appearance. I say Pat McAfee, after his ego was bruised, he sues Punk as his WrestleMania 42 opponent because he hates him very much, and then just jump off to the close out and tell the suspect in the soul. So here's the next one. So this was one of the best title promo since said my camera is my soul. And my contract is like leading into his match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38. He followed up, probably got some stuff off on his chest and put it with a prophetic and it was a point on the title thing. This more than the title of the main event was the biggest show of the year. Or with Prince he is me personally, and this is about the seal and under it Halo. And you made it Punk was Cody has a great heel and he is such a big time promo. Who knows? I was just excited how to set a match that we almost take for granted his greatness. He was athletic when he needed to be a world test. He poked and the point wasn't enough to get Reigns to UPT with I'm to Manitow. After it just what I'm pissed with I'm Cody Rhodes and lucky to work with to Manitow at WrestleMania. I'm so pissed it would ways to get to what and got without turning on the split of getting Sabian down to the poorest. But he's white entitled so his overall grade. Anya was a very ardent woman, so into its first 90 or so minutes became responding better with the arrival of the women's title match into the main event promo. Tyler Smith and CM Punk in Roman Reigns normally to create interest and was the biggest match of the year, the real main event of WrestleMania 42. They went back and forth, and Tyler promo and Wallace came for kill, and McHale turned it up into advertised in main event of the night. And this is real all things to like about the broadcast, but I remember it felt like a half for was following up to a Royal Rumble point live event, get back to NXT and cosmic around it, and that fans have come to know is bad from the force of the year. It's good that cosmic tied cosmic alone, there was enough for a thumbs up. So this is what Wings said before. Let's go between this. So let me see what Roman Reigns had to say. So this is what he said. I was hoping Roman might not go against Elizabeth to reconcile his words. It's not mine. He said, I think Roman might couldn't get me to watch the feet up being bed in him and here Cody Rhodes will be a great WrestleMania Day 2, but but if it has to be saw in AEW, Cody Rhodes wants to beat John Cena, his promo face. So I usually knows who's already won this show in a moment about it to a main event. WrestleMania again, I already know set of flags. So Roman Reigns is coming back here to 40 and it wins at the Rumble. And he made Jerry move it. And not his hand has to receive. So after 40 finally giving the Travis receive the respect of he solved that and honest hits a different in 2026. So Roman Reigns is talking about 2015 won a Rumble victory. I was booed. Also, it's like you're playing the worst soundtrack of all time. And all your moments. It's like your party. Is it Roman Reigns like a big dog? So I will acknowledge him too. It has to receive. So this was amazing scenes from Raw tonight. I really loved it. So was it yourself like following after some years? Well, after we also were 40 fans who booed Santa. So I want to see Cody Rhodes winning a American Symbol until February, no, February, I'll say, well, let me see, a quick minute. So next pay-per-view, it might be on 28th, it might be on Saturday. So for me, I need to be honest with this. For me, I'm going with Cody Rhodes winning set the symbol. So, okay, so here's the last question here for tonight's. There's two more things. So, and these are all getting very interesting in the world. Heavyweight Serbian, CM Punk is here. And CM Punk said, no way he started talking to Finn Balor. Ha ha ha. And CM Punk. So, and you think that interesting when the controversy blow up onto the scene, and it is getting simple exactly like he said. It's been a while I watched Geddy Lee is a between South the Rock is still there. And CM Punk has a mic time has boomed and kind of called CM Punk. CM Punk, we need Punk against Roman Reigns. So this was interesting to me, I think. So, and CM Punk has back great news. The Punk is here, simple. It's wonderful. So, and while this Punk is back in this hang news. So, I think it's a 40 crowd isn't dead after all, and this is wanted to see CM Punk. So this was a great job, was bowling like to McIntyre of having up this matchup that we got up last year's Triple Threat match. Right? And this is like The Rock X Austin, hopefully, like you said. So, in one of the ways about the job of what this dude. So here's the last one. I think. So, I'm gonna go ahead to take the easy way out. If the opponent is playing Roman Reigns, though, I'm excited where he stands ahead of WrestleMania. And Drew is getting buried by both. So, do you want to do, so number one, I'm going to deep onto sleep and read a ton of resources and see the paper. 2, I meet the awards in sleep, but it Gronk, so I do better than anyone else. And 3, so If you do nothing but read it right all day long. So just a week out, we have a dream job. For me, I can. Someday I might whistle. What was it he said? Not as woman wings has to receive. What did you just say? The Punk came in with the flames on this one. I like Roman more, but then Punk says his crystal, and I didn't want this segment has to end. And gave me to the award. So here's one more thing. So I'm picking you because I hate you. Okay? This is what his strengths. Nah, I don't believe they're folks are alive. I just said between the War Games and CM Punk and Roman Reigns or not such friends. So, and Roman Reigns is the best promo ever. No, David. So, where is Seth Rollins at right now? So, I want you guys, what you guys, where is Seth Rollins with where at now? So, here's on your comments. And my live super chat comment. So, what's it your thoughts? I'll just take. So, was it that indeed voice has Roman Reigns hit? I was different tonight, Paul. He was headed into tribal thief. It was really amazing. So, it might be pretty good, I think. It was destroying him. And CM Punk is gonna win. Hopefully, I hope. And I will suggest how it's done. So, what do you think? So, was it all that was nice things, but Punk got his stuff off and did Roman Reigns sale a deal, and then is it 2015, and Roman Reigns, and this will be good. So, it's more about this, I think. I didn't let CM Punk say about sale. I didn't hear what he said about that. So let me see what CM Punk said before about talking about sale mammals. I think I didn't hear that promo, what Punk said. To Roman Reigns. His words. Let me see. Um, and this was one of the greatest promos of Roman Reigns' career, and CM Punk was against Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania is a Russell. So that's really strange, I think. Oh, here's the next one. I knew about 2 years ago when they wanted to sign you. Who do you think? They asked. And it might Suze, I can't pick you because you're the biggest star able. Not picking you because I hate you. I always hated you. So, and Roman Reigns has picked CM Punk for WrestleMania 42. So, this was about 10 years ago today, about CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, Goldust, the Usos, Say also Sammy Uso, Anya Princess has the Ambrose, Roman Reigns, the Rollins, the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, the couple on Raw. Almost about 10 years today. Man, that's crazy, almost 10 years. So without Bray Wyatt has, yep, so without Bray Wyatt says almost has retired. So it was a really good show. I really loved it. What's it what they said next? Here's a Blue Painful is at Las Vegas. Blue Painful. Oh, it's more breaking news that I just a false announcement for Zoe Seattle is spring break during the conference in Las Vegas. So I think let me see. So I'm glad to see we brought it back. I'm excited for that. Looking forward. Oh, I didn't hear from Messenger Dupree. So Messenger Dupree against 99 Hard is set for next week's on Raw. I didn't hear what he said. I just said so. So it might be good. I think. Let me see. Um, Let me see. I hear and when you coming out, avoid musical my people no way. Come back very soon. And so the thing with Tyler Bate doing the award too. So Tyler Bate looks so different when I saw his boss McConnell's. It looks so different last time I saw him. So I gotta see if the Brother Twins are back. I gotta see this coming. Um, so honestly, Maureen is a Mingo's daughter, her grandfather. He's going to make his pro wrestling soon, I think. Oh, I also remember that. So there's an agreement 2 years out about an hour ago. So I've been waiting for this moment for almost 12 years ago. 12 years. Man, that's crazy. 12 years. Oh yeah. So I just remember when I just watched this old clip about Brie Bella against Jim McMahon. So I just remember that day when this old clip of Brie and Stephen McMahon back in 2020. Just a years. So it might be on the last of, I'd say, 2014, I think. And Human Brie has slapped Skip McMahon's face. It's about 10 years, no, 12 years before. I just watched this old clip between her and Skip McMahon. So it might be, I say, 2022. So it's been a long time. I like watching this old clip between Big Brother into when Skip McMahon has arrested that day before the interesting slap Brie. So I just remember that this old clip. I just remember that. It's been years and years. So let me do wrap this up in about a couple of few minutes. Let me see a couple of things. So Power didn't have any point in this instant update. This is all done, and he wanted to do since I was 16 years old, and I can't imagine doing anything else. I still love it as much as I did the first day I started. It's keep your fingers crossed for me. It's Harley Cameron, 48 minutes. Let's see, turn it out. So it's been about a very long time. So thank you for coming out today, and thank you very much to support. Oh, I had back in 30 years. It was Voice Keys, and with Janet Bond Jennison. What years has that been? Oh yeah, it was 2013 into 2026. And it's been years. So, it was the first World Champ, but only to get beat by Brock Lesnar. So, that's way crazy. I never knew he has security guard in back in WWE for years, like 2013, like Voice Keys. And it's been a long time, and then he's came back to 2026 as well. So, it's been a very long time to see in the past. So, I see Jim McIntyre said WWE Talk wasn't just doing that promo, and I need him to respond with a smoke for both guys on SmackDown this Friday. Here's a Fandango for life. And this is Tony Khan's way of rewarding his comment is real present course of business when a star comes to AEW. Tommaso Ciampa I like Stupid Kids has a new What's-It theme song. I really love that. So it was really good to see. So again, so thank you for coming out, and I'll be back here in a few more hours when I'm here. So let's get to the polls for today. So let me see here. So we got 71% like you saw tonight on Raw, 14% is alright, and 14% didn't like it. So let's go to my next poll. So we got 50% like it so tonight on Raw, 50% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So thank you for coming out, and thank you for supporting today's Raw review. I've been doing this after each day. So I really hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys come back here on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite is so much more. So I'll see you guys in a few hours, and we need to check on any more updates for this week. So hope you guys have a great night. Have a great week. So I'm gonna go live on Wednesday on AEW Dynamite is so much more. So come back on Wednesday on Dynamite, and I'll see you next time. Have a Wednesday night. Have a great week. I'll see you on Wednesday. So you get one single, Spotify occupied Spotify radio, and podcast anything is so much more. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.